Hey, Nathan, great Super Bowl. You pleased with that turnout?
Yeah, I was rooting for the AFC team. I'm a Bengal fan, which of course that means I haven't had a team in the Super Bowl in 30 years. So, so I usually root for the AFC team. So
good.
Patrick Mahomes is a great player, and good for Andy Reid. He's been a long time, so good for him.
Exactly. Me too. I was hoping Andy could pull it out.
Yeah.
All right.
So
what do we got? Good. What do we got on the for the local sports scene? What do we got coming up this week?
Well, lots of action. Of course, there's always lots of games going on all over the place, and I guess the big thing right now going around is the EKU men's basketball team. Man, they really 8-2 in the OVC. It's their best start in 41 years, and they won Saturday against SEMO, and A.W. Hamilton, the coach, was joking afterwards that they haven't had that good of a start since it's been 40. And he's only 39 years old. So
wow,
and after that great of a start since he was negative 2 years old, I guess. So
really,
but great for those guys. They play so hard, and they may not be the most talented team in the OVC, but man, they just play their guts out, and they press and get a lot of turnovers, and can to kind of win in unconventional ways. But they're a talented team, but they do it kind of with tangibles, and so good for them. And 8-2, and they head out this weekend. They go to Eastern Illinois on Thursday, and then on Saturday they're at SIUE. So a couple of big road games. Team. Oh yeah. They press you the whole time, and they get a ton of turnovers. And the Australian kid Lachlan Anderson is just he had 6 3-pointers on Saturday. Had 20 points, and he's just a spark plug. And the crowd loves him, and the fans are just really just kind of rally behind him. And so it's been great. I mean, it's been a long time since they've been this good, and it's been 5 years since they even made the OVC tournament. So it's really great that they're doing so well, and hopefully they'll continue. But they do have a tough road swing through Illinois this week. We'll see how that goes.
Okay. All right. High school, what kind of games we got coming up? We got and some other, I think you said wrestling and maybe some swimming. I'm not sure.
Yeah, wrestling and swimming is regionals are both this weekend.
Okay.
The wrestling regional is over in Danville on Thursday and Friday and Saturday. And so Central and Southern will be in that. And then the swimming regional is Friday and Saturday over at EKU's Donald Combs Auditorium. That's I think it starts at 10 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Probably Model Boys will probably win the boys regional, and the Central Girls will probably win the girls regional. But so that's the championship over at EKU. So lots of good action over there. So if you want to go over and check that out, it's always a lot of fun. It's only a 6-lane pool over there. It's kind of a small little atmosphere, but people pack in there, and it gets loud. It really gets loud, especially in the championship heats. And
I bet.
Everybody gets really loud, and the stands are up above the pool, and the sound kind of echoes through there. So for years it was there, and then for a few years it went down to Barbersville, but now it's back in EKU and kind of where it's.
And auditoriums are loud anyway.
Oh yeah, it's great, and it's great that Central and Model are probably the best two teams in our region. So a lot of kids will go on to state in a couple of weeks after that as well. So. And the state actually is back in Lexington this year, so not have to go to Louisville. It's back in Lexington. So
okay.
But the high school basketball scene, there's plenty of action. I know at Monday night you have Southern is hosting the Central Kentucky Homeschool, and then on Tuesday the Central Girls have Pikeville. The Model Girls have Wellspring Guardians. The Model Boys have Nichols County. There's tons of games everywhere. I mean, on Wednesday the Southern Boys have Dunbar down in Berea. Thursday, the Central Girl County over here. Friday night, we have the Model Girls have Bergen. The Berea Girls have Rockcastle at home, and then the Model Boys also have Richmond County in a doubleheader. The doubleheader at Friday, Model is actually at EKU. They're playing over at McBrayer, so that's the homecoming doubleheader. So that's kind of cool for those kids to be able to play over there leading up to the district in McBrayer in a couple of weeks. So it gives a good chance for those kids to go over there and play on the bigger court and kind of get used to that size over there. So
cool.
But one of the bigger stories too is the Berea College women's basketball team.
Yes,
they won today.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, in overtime against LaGrange. Without Destiny Combs, one of theirs, they still win in overtime, and they have now won 15 straight, 20-2. They're 13-0 in the USA South Conference. They are They are in first place in the Western Division, and they will play at home on Wednesday against Covenant College. And then on Saturday they're home against Piedmont College. So
Wow.
they're in position to win the Western Division, and the team that finishes with the best overall record in that conference actually gets to host the conference tournament. So they have a chance to host the USA South Conference tournament in a couple of weeks down there at the Seabury Center. So that's pretty cool. So
that is cool.
Lots of action going on.
Yeah, there's lots of sports going on this week.
Yeah, and it's great that that Berea College women's team has so many local kids on it. I mean, Brianna Lanham, who went to Madison Southern, Molly Law, Madison Southern,
right.
Bailey Hanover, who went to Madison Central, Adriana Beggs at college or Berea Community. So there's just so many local kids on that team. So obviously, if you get a chance to go out and support those kids, that would be amazing. And they're really, they really put a focus on putting the local kids on their team, and it's really kind of cool.
True. And of course, you can follow all the sports scene at richmondregister.com on Facebook and Twitter. Tell us how to do that.
Yeah, it's Richmond R Twitter and Richmond Sport or Register Sports on Twitter, and we are on Facebook. Sorry, Register Sports on Facebook.
Right.
And we are prolific on there. We are on there constantly, and as soon as we get a final, we post it up there. So that's the way to go, and we get a tremendous amount of help from the coach, scores and stuff in, and we appreciate that so much. And so, but as soon as we get it, we put it out there, and we put a really getting every game out there every day. It's kind of what we do, and we really that's what we just pride myself on trying to get every game every day.
Yes.
And obviously we can't get to the middle schools and that stuff like that. Definitely the varsity high school sports we try to get the stuff out there every day, and it's get a great amount of help from the coaches and stuff, and so we appreciate that.
And of course, you got the sports show on Thursday nights.
Yeah. Thursday nights at 9:00 we premiere the sports show every week, and I think we're going to have the Berea Community boys basketball team on this week. And they beat Model, and it was the first time they'd beaten Model in 12 years. Oh. And so Eric Swords, the coach, to come on the show, and he said he'd work his schedule around it, but we're going to get those guys on there. But we'll have a bunch of stuff on there, and we'll try to get over. And last week, you and I went over and did some EKU interviews, and we met this week. And it was fun to talk with Anderson and Jamar Brown and those. So we'll try to get some of that stuff. And but yeah, if you ever want to keep richmondregister.com on Twitter, it's Richmond R Sports, and on Facebook, it's Richmond or Register Sports. Register Sports. So, on there, we are prolific. We will blow up your line if you follow us, so which is a good thing. So yeah. Well, actually, one thing real quick too is like Saturday night over at Berea College, we had some Southern playing Great Crossing, and we had a really cool over there because that game over there was the coaches versus cancer game, and Austin Newton coached that game, and all his staff did with tennis shoes. But the really cool thing I think about that game was that Hunter Buchanan, who's a senior for Southern, he played in that game, and he played a court that was named after his grandfather. He is the grandson of Berea College, legendary Berea College coach Roland Wilwerly, who unfortunately is not with us anymore. But he got
to not know that.
Father, so that was really a cool moment. I went over before the game for a minute, and we got a picture of him there on the court, right there where his dad. His granddad's name was on the court. So that was kind of a and the goal thing, Hunter didn't score in that game, but the Eagles actually did pick up a win over Great Crossing. So it was a very cool night over there at Berea College at the Seabury Center. So very nice down there and be part of that experience.
Cool. All right. Well, Nathan, that's it for the week. So I got plenty of sports coming up. Thanks for joining us tonight here on Madison County Live.
No, we appreciate you giving us a voice and letting us be part of it.
Thanks, man. I'll see you this week.
Take care, man.